Most people who want to become graphic designers don't fail because they lack creativity. They fail because they misunderstand what the job actually is. Graphic design looks creative from the outside. Colors, fonts, layouts, freedom. But at the professional level, graphic design is not self-expression. It is responsibility. And if you don't understand that early, this career becomes frustrating very fast. In 2026, graphic designers are not hired to make things look nice. They are hired to solve communication problems visually under constraints for other people's goals. And that is the reality. This video explains what it actually takes to become a successful graphic designer. Not the inspirational version, not the social media version, the real one. Most beginners think graphic design is about creativity first, but creativity is assumed. Everyone entering this field believes they are creative. What separates professionals from everyone else is clarity. A professional graphic designer understands that every design exists to communicate something specific. An action, a message, a feeling, a decision. If your design is beautiful but confusing, it fails. If it is simple but clear, it succeeds. This is why visual communication is the first real requirement. You must understand how people see, how their eyes move, what they notice first, what they ignore completely. Hierarchy matters, contrast matters, spacing matters. A successful designer does not ask whether something looks cool. They ask whether it is readable, understandable, and effective. Most people never train their eye this way. They rely on taste. Taste is inconsistent. Communication is measurable. The next requirement is mastery of fundamentals. Typography, layout, grid systems, color relationships, alignment, consistency. These are not optional skills. They are the foundation of everything else. Tools will change. Trends will rotate. Fundamentals remain. Designers who skip fundamentals eventually plateau. They copy styles without understanding them. And when something breaks, they don't know how to fix it. Professional designers know why a design works, not just that it works. That knowledge gives them control. Software is another requirement, but it is often misunderstood. You do not need to master every tool. You need to be fluent enough that the software does not slow your thinking. Industry standard tools exist for a reason. They are expected. Your value is not how fast you use shortcuts. Your value is how well you execute decisions. Clients do not pay for tools. They pay for judgment. Designers who rely on effects instead of thinking are easy to replace. Designers who understand why they choose something are not. One of the most underestimated requirements in graphic design is client thinking. Professional design is not personal, it is collaborative. Clients bring goals, fears, budgets, timelines, and constraints. Your job is not to impress them. Your job is to help them succeed. That means listening before designing. Understanding the problem before opening a file. Asking questions instead of assuming answers. If you cannot explain why a design choice helps the client, the design will not survive feedback. And feedback is constant in this career. Some feedback will be helpful, some will be frustrating, some will feel irrational. You must separate your identity from your work. Clients rejecting a design are not rejecting you. They are reacting to risk, uncertainty, or misalignment. Designers who take feedback personally burn out quickly. Those who adapt stay employed. Another requirement most people ignore is consistency. Professional graphic design is not about your best work. It is about your average work. Can you deliver solid, reliable design repeatedly? On time. Under pressure with constraints. Inconsistent designers struggle to build trust. Trust is what creates repeat work. Reliability beats brilliance in this field. Business awareness is another critical requirement. Graphic design is not just a creative role. It is a business function. Deadlines matter. Budgets matter. Revisions matter. Scope matters. Great designers who ignore business realities often struggle financially. Not because they lack talent, but because they lack structure. You are not paid for how inspired you feel. You are paid for delivering results. Understanding how design fits into marketing, branding, sales, and communication makes you more valuable. Designers who understand business context make better decisions, and better decisions lead to better careers. Another requirement that is rarely discussed is patience. Graphic design careers grow slowly. Early work is often unglamorous, repetitive, constrained. You will redesign things that already exist. You will work within systems you didn't create. You will compromise more than you expect. This is normal. Designers who expect constant creative freedom become disappointed. Designers who see early work as training improve steadily. There is also a psychological requirement. You must tolerate comparison. Design is public. Work is visible. Opinions are loud. You will see other designers doing better work, earning more, or growing faster. That can be motivating or destructive. Professionals focus on progress, not comparison. Another requirement is adaptability. Design needs change. Platforms change. Formats change. Print, digital, social, interfaces. Designers who refuse to adapt slowly lose relevance. Designers who chase every trend lose focus. The balance is learning continuously without losing fundamentals. Portfolio quality is another important factor. A professional portfolio is not a gallery of everything you've done. It is evidence of thinking. It should show problem solving, not decoration. Clarity, not quantity. A few strong projects explained well are more valuable than many weak ones. Hiring managers look for reasoning, not just visuals. One of the hardest truths about graphic design is that it is competitive. The barrier to entry is low. The standard for success is high. Many people can design. Few can communicate clearly, work reliably, handle feedback, and understand business. Those are the real filters. This career rewards people who combine creativity with discipline. Now, it's important to say this clearly. You should not pursue graphic design if you need constant praise. If feedback feels like rejection, if structure kills your motivation, if you expect creativity without constraints. This career is not about freedom first. Freedom comes later, after trust is earned. Many people leave graphic design not because they fail, but because the reality does not match their expectations. That is not failure. It is alignment. To summarize the reality, becoming a successful graphic designer requires visual communication skill, strong fundamentals, comfort with professional tools, client-focused thinking, feedback tolerance, consistency, business awareness, patience, adaptability, and emotional maturity. Creativity is assumed. Professionalism is earned. This channel exists to explain careers the way they actually work. If this kind of clarity helps you make better decisions, subscribe.